EA Sports, within the game. Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over, and let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Yeah. Ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace phone going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny styles on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Hey, check that. Street. You got tight right there. Check. Hustle. Ready.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said,
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Seahawks in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And Walker has it. He's got the first down and more. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 74 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Play fake, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with a former Cardinal. This is Chase Edmonds. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hey, watch it. Go, check. Go, check. Hey, go.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Edmonds will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw.
That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got room. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Murray now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the toss to Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. To throw again on second down. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. First down, Murray. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
This is it.
Now Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of